Let's see what we can do here. What's going on, people? We're gonna have a little treat here if we can get. All right. I can't see if this is. Got a half-inch spade bit. Half inch. We'll start with the half inch. See. Alright, not bad at all. And this is frozen here. I'll show you after I'm done. Can you see this? Let's see. Alright, not bad with the half inch. We're gonna step her up now a little bit. We're gonna step her up. Pretty good. You gotta remember 12 volt. 12 volt. Alright, you know what? Let's go up to a 5/8. We'll have a little fun here. We'll go up to a 5/8. We'll see what we got going on. And we'll use the hammer mechanism, and maybe we're gonna we'll drill into some concrete, some pavers. All right, we're going up to 5/8 here. Let's see how she does here. It's hard as a rock, man. Not bad. Not bad at all. Like nothing, man. Nice, pretty nice. No, it's not an 18 volt. 350 inch pounds, but does pretty good, man. Alright, we'll do one more here. We'll do one more. Maybe we'll put her up to speed too. Maybe we'll put her up to speed too. Alright, 3/4. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, not bad. Let's do one more. Pretty good. You know, you gotta remember 12 volt, people. So yeah, man, not bad. I went over the size VCG. Started at 1/2 inch, went to 5/8. You can easily go up to 1 inch. You know, pretty damn good. You know, you're not getting really more power with this hammer drill over the Gen 1. It's not really about power. The Gen 2, it's about size. And I just put a picture up on Instagram. Whoa! And it's significantly smaller. What are you looking at? Oh. So yeah, not bad. Does, I like using these spade bits with the drills. Like I said, we'll do it on some wood when I do the actual review of it. I just figured it's gonna snow. We're gonna get like 6 inches of snow tonight, and I figured, hell, let's drill some of this stump before the snow comes. She don't like that. She does not like that. Let's go to 7. We'll go one more. Do one more for you. Always recommend the Daredevils, dude. Daredevils. Yeah. Daredevil. Gosh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a nice little spot. You see, it's kind of like right there. It's like right there. 7/8. All right, let's try speed 2 here. The thing you got to be careful with is when you tighten the chuck, it's real easy to move it over to the hammer. Oh, can you see that? When you tighten it up, very, very loose. That's one thing I don't like too much. It's too easy to move over. I mean, really light. You can, when you tighten your chuck, you can easily move it over. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what we can do here. Ooh, yeah. Speed 2, yeah. This thing's nice. It's nice, man. I mean, it just disintegrated that one, man. You see? Hell, we're gonna go to 1 inch. Let's do a 1. Oh! Let's try 1 inch. We got a spot, I think. I think we got a 1 inch. How's that? Does that look nice? Is that clear? All right, 1 inch is a, guys who use these spade bits, 1 inch is a pretty big spade bit here. All right. Again, very easy to move that over. I don't like that. All right, right here, 1 inch, man. Woo. Got down pretty good, though. Got down real good. Get away from me. Leave me alone. Yeah, so 1 inch, man. It went down pretty good, man. Again, this is, a stump. You're going through wood, you're going to probably have a little bit easier time than this here. But not bad. Just a little fun. Again, this is the Gen 2 hammer drill. I like it. Obviously not the review. We'll work that one out. And I got to get going here. But it's nice. The chuck, again, I'd like to see that a little bit harder to move. Very easy. I don't know. Again, plus with these small drills, it has such a small kind of chuck. You just got to watch. But yeah, man, we used it on speed 1 with some smaller bits. Again, these are the Bosch Daredevils. And then we used it speed 2 with some bigger ones. The inch did pretty well, did really well. You don't want to really use a 12 volt, tool to really do anything bigger than an inch. But yeah, it's a nice little hammer drill, man. Much more compact, definitely more comfortable. And with the 12 volt stuff, I don't like using the 2 amp hour batteries. They make them very compact. I love it on the ratchet. I love it on certain tools. But with me, and you guys even know, I have I talk about, I got the small hands. But look how far my hand goes down. This is a 4 amp hour. You see what I'm saying? So the 2 amp hour cuts off. When I do the review, I'll show you. I just feel when you use a 4 amp hour or a 6 amp hour, it's a little bit more comfortable tool to use. But that's up to you guys and what you think is comfortable. But I like the extra support that the bigger batteries kind of give you. But again, that's up to you. But a nice little tool. It did a good job. And I said, I kind of mentioned it when I was doing the impact driver video. If you're looking at getting into the Gen 2, just to get into it, the impact, you do what you want with that. That's up to you. But I think you're going to see the real difference, especially in size, comfort, compactability, is with the hammer drill. This thing isn't even really that hot. And again, you could probably go a little bit bigger, but, got to be realistic, 350 inch-pounds. But if you use it for what it's made for, you have no issues with it. And it's a smaller, more compact tool. I want the Gen 2 regular drill driver. Fits in the backpack very well. Yeah. For the guys that use the, the Milwaukee job site backpacks, the ultimate backpack, you'll definitely get a better fit with this hammer drill. The thing with the other hammer drill, the Gen 1, and when I do the review, it's not a little bit bigger. I just put a picture on Instagram. It's much bigger. Now, I weighed this. This is 2.350 pounds. 2.350. Gen 1 is 2.57. So it's also lighter. Come on. Come on, kitty. Blackbird. Mill 999. And I believe, I'm not sure. I don't know, 90. I think it's 229. I think I got a video on it, Mill. It's ready. It's available for shipment now on certain sites. Home Depot, I believe, also. I think it's $229 for the kit. You get a 4 and a 2 amp hour battery. What up, David? The Klein backpack is a lot better than I don't think so. I think it's way overpriced. $129. When you can get the job site for $79, I don't see too much of a difference. Now, again, I didn't look at the Klein backpack too much, but the Klein stuff is for the electricians mainly, and maybe it would work better for that specific trade. And if you kind of compare it to the ultimate backpack, maybe it's more of a comparison. But you got to remember, the job site backpack now is $79. It goes, sometimes I've seen it for $59. I don't think you're going to see too much of a difference. Gen 1 is $199. No, not only is it $199, Mill 999, you get a free tool with it too. You can get the new stapler. You can get, a variety of different tools with that $199 price point also. So it's a significant difference. It's not just a battery, because you do get a 2.0 and a 4.0 in the Gen 2 also. But with the Gen one, you get two 2.0s. Okay. I believe they have one with a 4.0. Toby Bridgers wants that stapler. Working Hands, he has the Milwaukee backpack. He likes it. It says mine backpack is huge. Is the Gen 2 worth the extra money? No. I don't believe so, Kyle. I think, again, for $199, you're going to get a hammer drill with the same amount of power as this. It's just smaller. Now, if you didn't get that free tool, I'd say definitely go Gen 2. Pay the extra $30. You know, the impact, a little bit more IPM. It's smaller. You know, you got the tap mode. But with that extra tool, I mean, that's just my honest opinion. But you guys can do what you want to do. We got free will, right? Free will, man. All right, I'm out of here, folks. Hope everybody like to see this a little bit. Ratchet and clutch. Oh, Matt Sturgeon. I kind of answered that, I hope. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a 12 volt tool. You got to give it. I think people are gonna have issues. You know, I don't remember the Gen. Let me look. I don't remember having that issue with the Gen 1. I really have to look, but I mean, it's fine. You know, a lot of people don't like these Milwaukee chucks. I personally don't have an issue with them, but that's just. What's up, Robert Matthews? Kyle Norton. All right, that's about it, right? Nobody got anything. A lot of questions here, but I think I answered a lot of them. All right, man. The selector is further down on the tool. Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah, definitely is. I mean, listen. Do I like this better than the Gen 1? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, my main gripe, and I've talked about it, and I've compared the size of that 12 volt to 18 volt, and it's bigger than a lot of 18 volt drill drivers in length. You know, obviously it's a smaller overall weight and everything, but you know, I thought the power on the Gen 1 was great. And I'll tell you what, the brushed model, I use it all the time. They're brushed, they're original first 12 volt. I mean, they're awesome, man. You know, it's a 12 volt. You're not going to be really, you know, to have a hammer drill that's a 12 volt, I don't know. But it has that capabilities, and it's awesome. It's nice, it's light, it's comfortable. I hope somebody just didn't send me money. I heard something go off. I like it a lot, guys. Again, we'll talk about it more in the review. Again, I think this is the big difference if you're looking for the Gen 2. I think you're going to see a much better tool with this, a bigger difference, and probably, you know, a better reason for buying the kit. Now, you can buy these as bare tools also, but it just doesn't make sense. You know, it just does. I think bare tool, this is $129 bare tool. So, you know, you get 2 batteries and an impact for $100 more. Again, it just doesn't make sense to buy these as bare tools. But, all right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the likes. Working Hands use the brushed daily. Yep, it's good. How are the Makita? I love the Makita 12 volt brushless tools. Tracy, I like them a lot. They're more comfortable to me, only because, again, they don't have the torpedo style batteries. They can really slim down that handle. And they've really made significant changes with the power. If you've owned their brushed, the old white 12 volt Makitas, I mean, they have really no power at all. But these are fine, and you're probably going to use, Milwaukee's always going to have the most power. You know, that's kind of what they, you know, put their trade on. Mid torque boot is 36. Oh, cool. I'm supposed to get the high torque from Tool Barn. I did that thing for him for the Christmas thing, and you know, you never hear from him, but that's what I expect. Get a shout out, Patrick Childs. Give Patrick Childs a shout out, man. Love. I also have a friend called Jackie Childs. You know Jackie Childs? All right, Israel, come to a bar and screwed me over on the Milwaukee fruit free. Joshua, oh, you don't know Jackie Childs? Okay, cool. All right, well, give Patrick a little look there. Again, thank you guys. Let me get out of here. God bless you.